skills required. So this is all about, okay, this communication skills I'm going to talk about. Please have patience, and if you have any questions, you may ask me through the chat box or at the end of the session. Okay, right now, all of us know how to communicate, how to talk, and we have been successful all these days with our sufficiently groomed or trained communication skills.
Please
But
enlarge your
let's see.
screen.
Okay. Uh,
I mean full screen, or maybe
full screen. Wait a minute, please. It's taking some time.
So please press F5, sir.
F5. Okay.
F5 in your keyboard, sir.
You mean F5, right?
Function key 5, sir. It will come from.
Okay. Does it look better now?
No, sir.
Wait now, please. Give me a few minutes.
so you may start a slideshow.
Okay, now I can see my screen. Can you see my screen well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let's define what communication is all about. Can anyone say what communication is? That I'm trying to break the ice, break the silence. I think we are 92 participants here. A very good number. Can you hear me now?
Sir, your screen size is small only, sir.
Okay. I'm trying my best to make it bigger.
Sir, please press F5. F5 button, sir.
Yeah.
Your laptop. F5.
I'm doing it, sir. F5. I'm
Function
doing
5,
it.
sir. It will automatically come full screen, sir.
Yeah. I'm doing it. Okay, it's refreshing. Let me do the talking now. Let me do the.
So I think you should opt for slide option on the top.
Sorry. Slideshow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slideshow. Wait a minute.
There's an option on this on the top slide.
Is my first slide clear to you? Can you see my first slide? Screen not clear, voice not clear. Raj Mohan, okay. Good evening, Veera Periyar Yagi. All right. I think I can see my screen well now. The moment I press on F5, it disappears. I don't know why. Okay. Let me start, okay, talking now. And I'll share my PPT if you require at a later stage. Do not worry about these content.
So there's an option of present on the right of your screen. So I think if you press that, your screen will enlarge.
Okay, President IDG. President, yes. Is it okay? Hope you will see my screen bigger.
Sir, your voice is not clear, sir.
Okay.
Actually, many of the participants, their mic is on and video also on. That's why that voice is not coming clear here. So please, participants, if they mute themselves, then it
And
is
also
clear, I think.
mics. There is a need for others. Okay, it's loading now. Please bear with me. Okay. My slide is being loaded. Yeah, I think now it's clear. Can you see my
Yes,
screen
sir,
well?
now it is clear, sir.
What voice? Is my voice clear?
Okay, sir, you can continue, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So communication skills are the abilities we use when giving and receiving different kinds of information. So information is two-way. Mostly it's always two-way. Where we receive and we give back some information. That is called communication. So therefore, it has to be two-way. Otherwise, one-way communication is always half done. So these skills are a part of our daily life. Communicating in a clear, effective, and efficient way is an extremely special and useful skill. So as most of you are graduating this year or next year from your MBA colleges, you need to speak effectively and efficiently. And with that skill, you will become a, a market ready professional, without which your degree is of no use. So your degree plus speaking skills or communication skills, which includes all the four: reading, writing, listening, and speaking, will get you a job or will win you any situation in your personal and professional life. I repeat this professional and personal life at least 3 or 4 times during my presentation because it is of the utmost importance. learn from great communicators around. So try to watch people around you who are good speakers or good communicators. Communication is not just speaking. Remember, it is always your body language, your writing skills. Listening is also a part of communication. So we'll talk about it in detail in the next slides. Participate actively to improve your communication skills over time. So whenever there is an opportunity, keep talking, keep participating, and improve your communication skills. That adds to your profession and personal life. These certainly support our efforts to achieve our goals in life. So to go to the next slide, sit down arrow. Yes. So developing strong communication skills is essential when it comes to building a successful career. Your communication skills play a key role in your private life too. Okay. Your family relations are good. That is because of your communication skills. You spoil your relations because you are not a good communicator. So please always keep in mind that your communication skills alone brand you as a successful person in society or in your workplace. So developing strong communication skills is one of the leadership qualities, and it is also the first point every leader has to achieve or acquire. With strong communication skills, you can better connect with your friends, colleagues, boss, all while improving communication in the workplace. So, okay, so there is a message. Right. So, in your school days, suddenly you become a leader of the class. Do you know how? It is just because your proactiveness, your readiness to accept challenges, convince people, negotiate things that make you a leader. So, and it comes naturally for everyone. But to fit into the competitive world, we need to enhance, we need to acquire some skills as and when we require. So therefore, this particular topic will help you learn a few tips on how to become a good leader and good friend and good boss. Okay, I'll give you some examples of some bad bosses also. Right, what happens with their wrong communication. Got stuck. Okay, why do we need to develop strong communication skills? In these modern times we live in, we receive, send, and process a large number of messages every day. Okay, as you know, you're working almost in a real-time situations as MBAs. Okay, I think you are almost learning the practical things before joining the market, before joining the real-time employment. So, but successful communication is far more than sharing information. It also means understanding and feelings, the understanding the feelings behind this information. So it's not just sharing, it's not just passing information, but it's also the feeling and understanding the message behind each information, each piece of information we pass to others. Successful communication can deepen relations in our lives. So, like I said before, okay. So if you are a successful communicator, you can build a good rapport with your people around, with your boss, with your colleagues and friends, and you can gain trust from them. And gaining trust is everything these days. So once the trust is built and your success knows no limits. Developing communication skills can help us avoid conflicts, compromise, and help in better decision making. So when you have good communication skills, you can avoid certain conflicts. Conflicts are mostly because of wrong messages or bad body language, okay, or sometimes bad content in the message itself. So to cover up all these things, you have to be a good communicator, and you can avoid some compromises, and it also enhances your decision making effectively. So successful communication helps us better understand people and situation. So as students now, you undergo or you pass through a lot of situations where your decisions will be respected, and a wrong decision will definitely ruin the entire plan. For example, you are conducting a freshers party, and or you are hosting someone and suddenly you go wrong somewhere, and that ruins the entire fun. So of course it's not a very formal event, but that failure will continue to disturb you and will always discourage you from going to other events in your future. So you have to take steps properly, and you have to understand people and situations. There is a lot of chaos. There is a lot of disturbance during the process of conducting an event, and you have to negotiate with people around you, and sometimes you will be under a lot of stress, and in that stressful conditions you should manage yourself. You should keep yourself composed, balanced. That is a win-win situation for anyone. Okay, therefore the leaders are, okay, the masters of communication. Now, communication helps you overcome diversities and build trust and respect, create conditions for sharing creative ideas and solving problems. So if you are a good communicator and you keep your balance, keep yourself composed, then you can share your creative ideas. And it also helps problem solving of others. And these are the benefits of good communication and effective communication. Quick, it helps you, okay, problem solving and strong decision making. More productivity is possible with communication, and more productivity because when you can negotiate, when you can compose yourself and others in your team, and everybody will listen to you and act accordingly to bring out the best product, okay, from your team. Okay, therefore, and it also allows you for consistency in your workflow, and strong business relations are possible with this, and better control. Okay, a good communicator can control people with his ideals or appropriate communication or messages. And advanced professional image is also possible when you have effective communication skills. And finally, it helps you, okay, deal with all the stakeholders in a responsible manner. So many other benefits are there, but these are a few I could bring out, make out. So now, how to become a better communicator? So this is a question, okay, everyone has in their on their minds now. Let us discuss. Most of you know these things. It's nothing new. It's not rocket science. But once, if you think, and if you internalize, introspect on these skills, now it adds to your memory, and you start behaving, or you start communicating in a more productive, more effective manner. This is the kind of repetition I've been telling you. Okay, now how can you become a better communicator? Be an active listener. So the world wants others to listen to them. Everyone wants others to listen to them. Everyone has a lot of stories. So everyone wants to share, but no one is ready to accept or listen to because of the busy schedules, because listeners are not many in our society, because speakers are more. Okay, right. So an active listening is a two-way communication. It's not just passive listening. Okay? When you listen to somebody actively, you are giving him an opportunity to speak more. So with your head nod, or your, when you say, okay, when you wave your hand, or okay, when you move your head, it's a big opportunity for the speaker to continue speaking and complete his ideas effectively. And if you are not looking at the person, he thinks that you are getting bored, you are not interested, and he feels demotivated. So I always see the students, some students are very active, and their body language gives me a lot of information, and that feedback helps me continue to speak and continue to teach a lot. And those few listeners are always remembered by the speaker because they are indirectly helping the speaker speak better and more effectively. All right. So pay attention to the speaker. All right. Good evening, Dr. Richa Saxena. Welcome to our webinar. All right. So pay attention to their facial expressions, body language, and tone. So when the person is speaking, look at the body language, facial expressions. Facial expressions are send more message or more information than the orally done words, okay? Because the face is the index of the person, and he or she can send you more messages, or more of his intentions are clear through the facial expressions. Therefore, and the body language, look at the person, look at the speaker, the way he sits, the way he stands, the way he moves his hands and feet. Okay, that indirectly gives you a lot of information. And finally, the tone. Okay, the tone gives you more information than the words spoken. So therefore, attentive and active listener grasps a lot of information, okay, indirectly from the speaker. So if you are a good listener, you can really achieve a lot of information. You can grasp information also. You can make the speaker speak, or you can stop the speaker from speaking further. All right. So avoid distractions like cell phones, laptops. So usually, okay, when you are when you're listening to anyone, try to switch off your mobile, okay, or do not use your laptop, because the person speaking to you is very important to you. And he feels at the same time, he gives you utmost importance, and he thinks you're listening to him or her, and you are important, therefore I'm speaking to you. Okay? You are graduates, or you are going to graduate, okay, this year. So I keep in my mind the importance of your level and position and your requirement. Therefore, I'm giving you importance. And when you listen to me, okay, and give me feedback, that enhances, that helps me, okay, do further or speak further. So, right. So always, okay, this is a small thing. Okay? Always try to avoid these gadgets. These gadgets are really marring the communication between people. So therefore, always keep in mind when somebody is speaking. Okay? It may be a father, maybe a mother. Okay? Try not to, okay, use them, because in a way you are disrespecting them, and also you're missing some information they are giving you. Prepare questions, comments, or ideas to respond thoughtfully. So a good listener is one who can make the speaker continue, like I said. So whenever required, ask him questions, and these questions make him thoughtful, and he brings out the best. And sometimes add some comments. Okay? These comments, for example, you are listening to a sad story of your friend whose father passed away recently, and you ask him, okay, I'm very sorry about it. I feel sorry for your loss. By the way, how old was he? Okay? This consoling tone will add more emotion to him, and that connects you to him, and he can express more about his loss, and that way you can
Dear participants, due to technical issue, he left the session, ma. Within a few seconds, again he will rejoin.
నంబర్ లేదు దుబాయ్ Good evening, audience. Please wait a few minutes. There's a technical problem is there from the resource person. Within few minutes, we'll join there. Regret for this inconvenience. Sir will join within few minutes.
Sorry for the disconnection. And can you see me now?
Yes, sir.
Very clear, sir. Yes, sir. Very clear.
I'm really sorry for this unexpected call from my university. Okay, so I had to disconnect this. No, it got disconnected automatically. So okay, let me go back to this one. Okay. All right. I really apologize for this inconvenience. Really, I'm sorry for this. Okay, disturbance. Okay, so can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you've been very kind audience. For your patience, I must compliment you all. All right. So now the next point is be friendly. When you listen to people actively, they'll definitely respect you, regard you for the attention you pay to them. And next thing is be friendly. Okay, this is one of the characters you need to adopt. Okay, if you don't have one, because most of the youngsters are very friendly. Okay, friendship is very much in their DNA, but be you need to be special friend sometimes. Okay, when you are not in a good condition, when you are not ready for such situations, you should try to be friendly. Okay, you will come across a lot of situations, okay, where you can be unfriendly, but you turn yourself into be friendly in situations which are not in control, right? That is the mantra nowadays. Okay, and right. Friendly characteristics such as honesty and kindness help foster trust and
Sir,
understanding.
excuse me,
Ma'am?
sir.
Yeah,
Will you share your screen, sir?
I'm not doing.
Screen is not shared, sir.
Not yet, sir. Already it was
Please share
edit.
the screen, sir. We are not able to see your screen, sir.
Okay,
Please
wait,
share
please.
it.
Thank
Yeah,
you for your
please.
immediate feedback. That really helps me.
Yes, sir. Please.
Share screen, yes, yes. You have to enable me to host it. Host disabled participant screen sharing.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Wait, sir. Sir will be the host.
Enable me so that I can screen share now. Yes, now I can share. Yes. All right. Now F5. Okay. Now, like I said, I was talking about being friendly. Okay, and friendship is fostered or built up when you are honest to other people. And friendship starts with kindness, kind words, kind handshakes, and smiles on your faces. And finally, honesty. You have to prove your honesty time and again to to cement your friendship, to build the friendship bondage further. You need to be very, very honest. And this honesty is also okay, helpful in your career throughout. And interact with a positive attitude, keep an open mind, and ask questions to help you understand. So always be open. Okay. See, those who close their minds will never learn anything new. So always accept challenges, accept questions, and ask questions. That will definitely help you. Okay, and ask someone how they are doing. When you meet a person first time and ask a question, how are you doing or how you are doing, that really connects people to you, because most people do not ask such questions as they have become, okay, very routine. Okay, but when you ask a person on the first meet of the first time, the day, they'll definitely remember you as one who cares for him. Okay, therefore asking about well-being is always an added advantage, because very few people care to ask or dare to ask these days. Okay, because it's routine or a monotonous question, but people want to tell you, okay, about their well-being or not well-being. Okay, because they come with a lot of stories when they come to college, especially like a college like Balaji, which is about 30 kilometers from the main city. Okay, if they miss the bus, they have a story to tell you. Okay, and if they get a ride, free ride by a luxury car unexpectedly, okay, and he or she has a story to tell you. Okay, because each one comes home or comes to school or comes to college with a story to tell you. So therefore, a quick question like, how are you doing? How was your journey? Okay, how was the day? Okay, definitely gets you, okay, a lot of friends. So don't, this is a secret thing between you and me. Okay, right. So smile as you speak. Okay, whenever you speak, keep a smile on your face, because it adds charm to your face also. Right. Someone is drawing pictures on a screen. It's good, interesting. Okay, right. So does it mean I missed any point, or it just yeah. Okay, offer praise and acknowledge. Okay, always when someone does anything to you, or anyone does any good thing, just say you did a good job. So that adds, again, that helps them work better, because there is a survey that says about 72% of people go to bed without ever getting thanked for the work they do. So you should not be the one who is thankless. So praise or acknowledge, thank the people for the work they have done. So a simple word of thanks or gratitude gets them working more. So these are
Atkuta
part of
katkoma, నేను
communication.
చెప్తా.
All right. So remember details about conversations you have had with colleagues, friends, and family members. So, for example, there is a friend who says next week is daughter's birthday is scheduled. So after the birthday, okay, you just ask him how it went, and that makes him very happy. Okay? But at the same time, do not blame, do not ask a question why he did not invite you. Okay, you are adding insult, okay, to, okay, adding injury to insult or insult to injury. Therefore, okay, do not ever ask questions about the reason why he did not invite you, but ask him if everything went well, if the party went well, or if there was any surprise, or if there was any, okay, issue with the party or something like that. Okay, so these simple things make you a better communicator, and be confident when you are speaking. Okay, uh, do not mistake communication to be only speaking. Like I said, a listener, an active listener, is also a communicator indirectly. Okay, so people are more likely to respond to ideas that are presented with confidence. Okay, so confidence is an indirect information that you give people, that you send to people, okay, without ever speaking a single word of, okay, English or single word of any language. So confidence is okay, is what speaks about you. Okay, and the looks, the kind of behavior you have, the looks and the way you stand up, okay, portrays your confidence. And make eye contact when you are addressing someone. Always look at the person you are talking to. So if you are not, you may have wonderful news for them. You may say that the other person has won a lottery of 1 million rupees. But if you don't look at him, he thinks that you're not talking to him. He may mistake that billion or 1 million rupees to be not his. So therefore, look at people that you're talking to. That adds, that gets back some respect as well. So everything you do in communication is always rewarded, directly or indirectly, immediately or a little later. So sit up straight with your shoulders open. So this is again a part of body language. And when you sit straight and okay, that adds a kind of a better look to you. And prepare ahead of time so your thoughts are polished and you are able to answer any questions. So when you are going to speak, or when you are going to listen to something or someone, always be ready and keep track of what's going to happen or what will happen, what kind of situations will arise there, okay, and be ready for all these things and ask questions, or okay, prepare your thoughts so that you will become a better presenter. And confident communication comes in handy not just on the job, but also during job interview processes. So during the interview itself, people judge your confidence skills, confidence levels, and okay, communication skills. So do not think that once you join the job only, you will get to become a better communicator. No. So your everyday life, okay, add some tip of these communication skills, okay, to your life, and you'll at the end of the semester, you'll be a refined person. You'll be polished and perfect communicator. Give and receive feedback. Feedback, okay, answers questions, provides solutions, or helps strengthen relationships. So it's always, feedback is always okay, a wonderful source for someone to correct himself or correct others. So try to give feedback and receive feedback. And sometimes you may not always get a positive feedback. There's maybe some criticism, but accept it and ponder over it and try to minimize it next time, because nobody is perfect in this imperfect world. There is always some sort of okay, glitches or some sort of shortfall in everything and everyone. So therefore, always try to be a better person with each attempt you do, with uh, every presentation you do. Okay, right. So right, I have given the same here. When you come across a well-explained piece of feedback, take some time and observe and analyze why it was good and why it resonated with you and how you might apply these skills in the future. So there is always a time. The world is not going to end with that particular event. So there will be series of events that that will master you, that will help you promote yourself to a next level. So don't lose hope, okay? And feedback is always positive for us. Feedback gives us a lot of energy, and if there is bad or negative feedback, accept it and try to refine yourself next time. All right. So now volume and clarity. Now comes the turn of your voice. So be clear and audible. So as far as possible, be clear and okay, let others listen to you. clearly. Adjust your voice so that you can be heard in a variety of settings. Sometimes you are speaking in a classroom with a group of 5 friends, then you need not speak loudly. But when you are making a presentation, making a speech, adjust your volume, adjust your voice according to the audience, speak so that everyone gets to listen to you. Everyone enjoys your speech, okay, uninterruptedly. And speaking too loudly may be looked at as a disrespectful one. So sometimes it may sound awkward. So when there is a small group, manage your tone according to their level, and manage your speech that way where your voice reaches everyone and you get the right feedback at the end of the day. And mind your tone, pitch, and your accent patterns and the spaces you place between phrases. So give a pause whenever required. Okay? And that pause will allow you to look at the audience. And that audience automatically, good audience or active audience, will definitely give you feedback by saying, by nodding their head, or by, okay. Sometimes when they get bored, it's easy for you to identify or make out. They look at each other this way. That is an indirect hint that you're no longer, they're no longer interested. So these are some tips you need to understand. Therefore, you have to be very, very flexible and adaptable to the situations, and quick adaptability will make you a better speaker, a better communicator. So, and as teachers, we always look at the people who are not showing any interest. And we can, with your volume, with your clarity of voice, you can turn an inattentive listener to be an active listener. This is also possible when you are, okay, when you are maintaining your volume and clarity. Okay, so I do it deliberately. Okay, I don't say, I don't ask or I don't call anyone by name. I look at him for a couple of seconds, and I can retain, or I can retain it at his attention, okay, without saying a single word, because your voice will have the magic power, will do the magic. So therefore, you have to adjust your voice to make the inattentive attentive, and okay, and you can make the attentive more attentive with your power of speech and with your power of communication. And such details can be effective in communicating emotions. Sometimes you are speaking some personal thing, and then you do not raise your voice. You just say, okay, very slowly, very, with a low pitch. Okay, that is the way how we communicate our emotions. Okay, right. Right. This is the most important thing we need to learn, because this makes you a better human. All these, all the other previous slides were talking about how to become a better communicator. But when you are empathetic, when you show feelings, when you are kind to others, okay, it makes you a better human being. So empathy means that you can not only understand but also share the emotions of others. So someone got hurt, okay, so you just go to him and help him physically, but okay, you give him words, some words of consolation, some words of comfort. They'll definitely help him, okay, heal faster and get well, okay, faster than the usual term, because you are empathizing, you are showing concern, you are showing some sort of kindness to him, towards him. Okay, therefore this being empathetic will always, so it's not only at your personal level, but also in your professional level also. Okay, therefore always show empathy. Empathy is more than sympathy. Okay, and understand others emotions and select an appropriate response. So like I said before, if a friend's father passed away, so you tell him, you speak to him, okay, in such a way that he can express, okay, his love for his father and the way he died, or okay, how much loss it was on his family, on his person, because of the father's death. So therefore, okay, these emotions, okay, carrying of emotions is very important. And for this, appropriate vocabulary, appropriate tone, appropriate feelings are always required. And it can also help you acknowledge and diffuse their emotions. For example, someone is very angry, so he comes to office with a, in a very angry mood, and okay, and when you are empathize with him, okay, automatically it supplies, you call it, okay, you can suffer, you can decrease the intensity of it, okay, automatically. That is also possible by showing empathy to someone. Okay. Suppresses, okay, that's you can suppress his anger or his bad mood with your empathy. At the same time, try to understand when someone is feeling positive and enthusiastic. Okay, someone has got a job. Okay, share his happiness. Okay, join him in his fun. Okay, and the frolic mood. Okay, do not discourage him, or do not say, okay, do not be moody because you haven't got the job. Okay, just these empathy, this the sense of empathy, the degree of empathy will always, okay, help you become a better human being. Next, this can help you for get support for your ideas and projects. So just because, okay, saying some happy words and words of compliments and congratulations, you will win their hearts. So this way, okay, empathy always works wonders. And show respect. Know when to initiate communication and respond. So always try to, okay, find a place, find an appropriate time when to start communication and when to respond. So it's communication is not just listening to somebody and giving a quick reply. So you should always be mindful of initiating or starting the communication. Okay? And when somebody is in a hurry to go home, you cannot ask him to stop and listen to you, okay? Because he is in a hurry on a purpose. So let him go, and after he's going home, okay, take his time. Ask him if you could call him for some time, okay? And that is a wonderful way of communicating or initiating a communication. And respond. Do not respond in a quick manner. If it is not important, okay, ask people to wait. That's the right way to say, right way to, okay, respond. And allow others to speak without interruption. This is the most important thing. Most of us, okay, are always ready to respond or react. Respond is a positive thing, while reaction is, okay, a quick thing we do mostly unmindfully. So, okay, let the speaker complete his expression or his message. Then whenever required, whenever he gives you a pause, then you, okay, join him, and then you continue talking to him, or ask him a question, or ask him for clarification. This way the right communication is possible, and the communication is also fruitful. So it's seen as necessary, as a necessary communication skill tied to respectfulness. So first thing is listening itself, okay, brings in a bondage between the speaker and the listener. And allowing the person continuously or until his message is complete, that is also a mark of respect you are giving to the speaker. It also means using your time with someone else wisely. So just try this way. Okay? After my talk is over, you just observe. Okay, just be mindful and uh, observe the kind of conversation you're doing, communication you're doing with a person. It may be your father or mother. Okay, be completely 100% mindful, and you will really enjoy the results of it. Okay, okay, like body language. Look at the people, look at the person talking to you. Okay, and say, okay, yes, I know it. Okay, I don't know. Okay, or I'm not very sure about it. These words will help other person, okay, express more or speak more, or he feels respected. First thing, he feels respected, and he'll continue to speak, and he will appreciate your attention. And this way, okay, you can create a wonderful bondage, wonderful relation, okay, between you and the speaker. And good speaker also, okay, pauses when required, and he allows you to ask questions or doubts, or okay, proper pauses, appropriate pauses will always be more than meaningful in a long conversation. Right. Stay on topic. Do not be wavering. Do not, okay, jump from one topic to another. Always remember that you have to stick to the topic you are engaged in. Ask clear questions and respond fully to any questions you've been asked. So when you are asking any question, okay, or when you are responding to somebody, do it completely. That also adds respect and the fruitfulness of the discussion. Understand non-verbal cues. Okay? A great deal of communication happens, that is almost 90% of communication happens or takes place, okay, non-verbally. So always remember to look at the person. This way we say eye contact is important. Okay, with a wink of eye, one can do wonders. Okay, one can say yes or no. Okay, therefore try to be mindful of, okay, the situation, the surroundings, and the speaker especially. Okay. And the speaker has to be mindful of the listener. Okay. And show responsibility. Okay. Be a fast and quick communicator, whether you are returning a phone call or sending a reply to an email. So this is the crux of the day. Most people delay response. Okay, when you delay response, it also means denial. Okay, so always take some time when somebody asks you questions. Okay, take some time, and take some time doesn't mean take too long. Okay, or if you are in a hurry, or if you need some time, ask them to wait and respond, okay, as immediately as possible with the required message. Okay? Don't be in a hurry to give some message and end the conversation. No. Right. So when you are replying, especially when you are writing something, you have to be more cautious, okay? Because it may go wrong if you are in a hurry. So tell others how long your response will take. Suppose you are not ready for answering the queries or questions, okay? Ask them to wait, okay? And tell them it may take me, okay, at least 2 days or 2 working days to get back to you. That really helps the other person trust you, okay? This is very important. And another important thing is when you are a boss, okay, what happens recently with my friend is, okay, and see me tomorrow. His boss said, see me tomorrow. Okay, that was Friday evening, and the boss was unmindful of the Sunday, the following day, and he said, see me tomorrow. He called him into his office and told his subordinate, see me tomorrow. You know what happened with the guy who listened to the horrifying sentence, see me tomorrow, made him sleepless. Okay, and it created a big havoc. It was a chaotic Sunday for him because he was unable to understand or make out what he meant by see me tomorrow. Okay, And he went back to the day of his day and date of his joining, and from that day he calculated all the mistakes he has done and all the people he talked to and all the unnecessary information he gave and received from various sources. And that way, because for most of us, okay, job is a lifetime thing. Okay, without job there is no life. So, and that 24 hours of time was almost a kind of nightmare. Therefore, when you have anything, okay, be clear. Okay? And surprisingly, for the man who had lost all hope of retaining keeping his job, okay, the boss made him, okay, or gave him some promotion with some award because of his honesty and regularity and all this. But this particular suspense, okay, which should not have happened, because a boss is more trusted, more responsible person. And no, we often play jokes on each other. Okay, see me tomorrow. Okay, that means how foolish the boss was. Okay, maybe it may be, okay, he wanted to surprise, but see, the communication, okay, incomplete communication will always, okay, damage the relations. So when you become a boss, or when you are into the helm of affairs, okay, higher positions, be clear in your messages. Communication is a lifeline. Communication makes and breaks the relations. Therefore, be cautious when you speak to someone. Be very cautious when you are writing to someone, because once written, okay, the written communication is very hard to, okay, to clear, to take back. So therefore, when you're speaking, okay, be cautious and understand the situation, calculate your emotions, and then when you're writing, be more attentive, and so that your message goes to the proper person in a proper shape. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to sum up this with these lines, these words. Okay. Observe. Okay. How to help your communication skills? That is, observe good communicators around you. There are a lot of YouTube videos. Okay. I have a few people's names like Tony Robbins is a wonderful speaker. You listen to him on YouTube, and there is wait, I'll show you some names here. Deepak Chopra is one of the best Indian speakers, and Tony Robbins, an American. Robin Sharma is an American who has written a lot of books that are close to our lives, like 5 a.m. Club and Who Cries When You Die. This is another book written by Robin Sharma. And there are other books like Who Sold His Ferrari. This is another book. The first book I read of Robin Sharma. Oprah Winfrey Show. It's a wonderful talk show. Please do watch, okay, for the kind of language she uses. Okay? And equally great and equally recommendable show is by Simi Grewal, an Indian actor who has hosted a show called Rendezvous with Simi Grewal, and it was telecast on Star Plus when I was in my UG level or in my undergraduate level. I used to follow her series where she hosted shows and she invited almost all the film stars, cricket stars, and business magnates like Anil Ambani and Mukesh Ambani, Amitabh Bachchan, Benazir Bhutto, many world-class world leaders also, okay, talked on our show, and the kind of language she expressed made them weep, or okay, tears rolled down, okay, out of their ears, because the kind of language, the kind of questions she asked. Okay, so therefore, try to improve your communication skills. It may be listening skill, maybe writing, or maybe reading, okay, or speaking. Okay, and there are Brian Tracy, Simi Grewal, the one I spoke to about. Okay, all these, there are many speakers. Okay? There are many young speakers coming up, and their YouTube videos are doing wonderful, okay, services to the humanity, to the people who are trying to upskill themselves, okay, and come up in their lives on many aspects, many topics. Okay, now always ask a close friend or colleague for constructive criticism. If you have made a presentation, or if you have anchored in an event, okay, ask your friend how you had done it, and practice improving communication habits. So take an initiative. There is nothing wrong. Go to your principal, make a presentation, or express your proposal. There is nothing wrong. And these simple trials will make you a better communicator, and you will become fearless. Okay, like I said, Dr. Sampath was always with the teachers for one reason or the other. He was always negotiating with the teachers, and that leadership qualities have made him, okay, a true leader. Now he's leading a college of your size, this size, and is a frequent motivator. And he also led 60 students, okay, during his college days. So therefore, talk to people and get the feedback, and attend communication skills workshops or classes. There are many YouTube videos which are free of cost, and there is Juggler is one more great speaker. Okay, and when he speaks, you almost get so motivated that you plunge into action immediately. All right, now seek opportunities to communicate. Always, okay, communicate. Always take initiative. Okay, start a communication and be assertive. Another thing is, when you can do certain things, say yes. Take some time. When you can never do it, when you cannot do it, say no. Okay, no is better than a late, okay, a late apology. So an immediate no is better than a future denial. So always stick to yourself. Always calculate your strengths and weaknesses, and be assertive. Okay, be strong in your communication. Okay, right, and be calm and consistent. Use and read body language. Okay, so always when you are listening to anyone, look at the body language he has or she has. That speaks millions of words indirectly. So this ends my presentation, and thank you, Balaji, for the wonderful opportunity to share my views, my ideas on communication skills. Okay, I have some, maybe I have questions here. Let me check if I have. Okay, feedback link, you get it. Okay, I think the audience are from various parts of India. I see people from Maharashtra, Namaskar, Maharashtra. So I see a lot of people from different colleges and management schools. I see Assistant Professor Nimolkar, Vishal Rajendraji, Sanjeevani Arts and Communication, Commerce College. It's wonderful,
Yes, sir.
Maharashtra. Yeah. Okay, welcome, sir. Wonderful talking, wonderful interacting with you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Tamil Nadu.
You are
Vanakkam,
also
Tamil
very
Nadu. How are you doing?
energetic person, sir. You are very energetic person, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, fine.
Thank you. That adds, okay. That adds more energy to me. Don Bosco College, Dharampuri district, Tamil Nadu. Vanakkam ji, Dr. James. Yes.
Vanakkam, sir.
Okay.
Good evening, sir. Nice presentation, sir.
Nalla irukku. How do you say? Right.
Nalla irukkuren, sir. I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Okay. I'm doing great, sir. Thank you for your
Good
wonderful
evening,
presence
sir.
here.
Dear participants, if
Good evening,
anyone
sir.
is having any
Yes.
question, you can ask.
Any questions? Yes. So,
Good evening,
your
sir. Actually, I don't have any question, but basically, I'm from Maharashtra and I'm the Marathi literature teacher. But many tips I got it because the
Okay.
language is there. And through your presentation, really, it is a very useful for me. I'm a Marathi literature teacher, and it is very useful and very informative session for me. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah, as teachers, we need to know all these things before teaching the students. We have to inculcate and implement all these skills. Okay, and because a teacher is almost like a guide in many situations. We don't tell them directly, but we see as students remember us for what we for not for what we teach, but how we teach. They remember us for the way we teach them. Okay, and they may forget the contents we discussed during the classes, but they remember us the way we talked to them, the way we stood up in the near the board, the way we wrote, the way we called their names. Harshita ji, thank you. Useful session. Nikita Rajput, thank you very much. Mira, yeah. Any questions you want to ask, please? I've been a soft skills trainer, and I invite questions now. Sandeep ji, thank you. Ram Mohan ji, thank you.
I request all the
VK ji,
participants
thank
to
you.
mute your audio, ma. If you're having any question,
Okay,
you
any
can
questions?
talk with the resource person.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Sandeep Kapse ji, thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Can we wrap up now?
Shaqra. 70320
Ma'am,
52024. 70320 52024.
ma'am, you have anything to say now? Hema ji?
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening our participants on effective
Hello.
communication skills. Yeah.
Hello, may I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, Kulkarni.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Sir, many doors are closed because we can't ask a question, and that's my question: how to reduce the fear of ask a question?
Okay, fear of asking questions. So, when you have a valid question, you have to feel confident that your question is valuable and will add to the presenter or presentation. Okay, and make yourself valuable, make yourself important first. Then automatically your question becomes important, and you automatically the required vocabulary comes out of you, irrespective of the speaker, irrespective of the audience. So first, value yourself. Okay, think that your question is important, and that will definitely help you understand things better, and that also adds to others' knowledge. Am I clear to you, ma'am?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Sandeep ji. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, myself Sandeep Kapse from Vishwakarma University, Pune. I would like to ask the resource person
Yes.
that we all professors are involving in delivering lectures, imparting knowledge to the students. and listening is
Yes, sir.
the more important part of the communication process. So, do you think that the listening from the student, listening from the professor side is more important or not, and how to improve it?
Yeah. So, like I said, you know, the students are impatient mostly. Most of the times, the students are impatient. Okay, and whenever there is a speaker, you listen to him completely. Okay, and with this gesture of listening to students, will automatically inculcate in them the habit of listening. And listening is always receiving a lot of information. So please accept the information, be ready physically and mentally, and stay longer, wait till the speaker ends. Okay, most speakers are discouraged. Okay, as a school student, okay, I was always discouraged because the other person was not ready to listen to me. That really inhibited me from speaking in my school days. Okay, but it took me some time again to regrow, okay, to regenerate the strength to speak in front of people. So therefore, this listening is a great skill which everyone has to imbibe and inculcate and master. So always, I know, okay, as a listener, okay, I have many friends. I have got many friends because of my listening skills. Okay, trust me, because this skill allowed me to listen to a lot of stories, okay? And I've become a good friend of them because of this single quality. I may not be a great speaker, but I'm proud that I listen to people carefully, attentively, meaningfully. Meaningful listening is important here. If you can understand the word meaningful, the phrase meaningful listening involves, okay, you are taking the equal position of the speaker by saying yes, or uh, appropriate hand movements or body movements, okay, are what I call meaningful listening. All right. Any questions, please? Did I make any sense?
Yeah, yes, sure.
Ranganaji?
Thank you,
Yes.
sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks for questions, sir. Ranganath's sir's question has helped many here, I hope. This way, okay? Fear not when you have a valid question, when you think your question will contribute to the many audience here who are unable to ask, or who are still doubtful, who are a little okay, shy to ask. You are helping them indirectly, and you are getting helped directly because you are receiving the answer for your questions. Right.
Exactly,
Questions
sir.
anymore?
Exactly.
Any more questions from the participants? Yeah, dear participants, we are posted a feedback link in chat box. You can fill the feedback link to get your certificate. Now I request any one of the participants to give your feedback on today's webinar.
Yes. I spoke about the importance of feedback. This makes me go further or stop forever from doing webinars.
Any one of the
No.
participants.
No, sir. No, don't stop. Your valuable words are always encouraging for students as well as professors also. And I wish you all the best for your all these going things. No.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. And we will be always with you. Don't worry, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your kind words.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So, and your written feedback is equally important, okay? And that when I look at it, I will try to improve and try to master my skills the next presentation.
Now I request Dr. L. Sampath Garu, Principal of Balaji Institute of Management and Sciences, to speak few words on today's webinar. Sir,
Okay,
Sampath sir.
okay. Good evening, one and all. First of all, I thank you, my Guru, Jagan Mohan Rao sir. Sir, given wonderful session for us. So how the communication is very, very important. How the communication is important for the people in education. So I thank you very much, sir, for accepting my request to use this webinar. Also, I thank my chairman, sir, and my colleague friends and HODs of BITS and BIMS, Dr. Naresh and sir. I very much thank you, sir. And Emma madam and our principal arrangement, sir. I very much thank you, sir. Jagan Mohan Rao, sir. I am very thankful to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sampath, Dr. Hemaji, and all the lovely participants, patient audience, for your kindness when I had the internet glitch, okay? And you've been so sweet and kind to me, and it really encourages me to move further and give more webinars and interact with people like you all. Thank you, Balaji. Thank you so much.
Once again, I thank
Good
you,
evening.
sir. I thank all the participants for your active and patient listening. I hope you learned a little bit from today's session. Thank you, one and all.
Okay. So,
Okay, madam.
happy Women's Day once again to all the women out here.
Yes, happy Women's Day.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Dr. Hema Neelamji is hosting the women.
Thank you, sir. I am not a doctorate, sir. I am pursuing my PhD, sir.
Oh, okay. Definitely, you will be very soon. You will become a doctorate.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. God bless you all. Okay. Shall we end, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Sampath, Dr. Sampath, bye. I'm leaving now.
I will make a call.